I want rampant commercialism in my 80s cartoons? Yeah. Oh, educational content? As long as it's kept to the bare minimum. Hey everyone, Jeff here. Yes, I am a Xennial, and yes, today we're talking GIJoe. It's been a little while coming, but I am thrilled to be here today to discuss the classic GIJoe PSAs, as well as the parodies that came after the PSAs. So, if you're unaware, this is a reaction channel. I love to watch retro cartoons, and I've been doing a sort of long-winded sort of watch along for the Sunbow GIJoe series. I don't know, we're sort of midway through season 1, and I thought now would be a good time to have a look at the PSAs. Why? Well, I mean, I have a reason, but it's not really, it's a fairly arbitrary. Not that we're using this as a guide, but I have the Kid Rhino DVDs from back in the day when I bought them, and we're almost at the end of this season 1 part 1 DVD set. We've been watching the rips off of the internet, but this has the episodes on it, and it also has some interesting bonus features, one of which is a collection of 24 of the original 35 PSAs. So, I don't know. I just thought now would be a good time to do it. And the PSAs are so much fun. So much fun. So I hope you're ready. Let's strap in. We can have a little bit of a conversation about what these GIJoe PSAs are. Then we're going to watch the PSAs, do a reaction to them. Then we'll have a little bit of a discussion about the infamous PSA parodies that came out in the early 2000s. And then we're going to watch the parodies. So strap in, let's have some fun, and let's talk PSAs. As with all my videos here on the XennialLens, if you want to just jump right ahead to the watch along, just go look down below. There are always chapter times here, so, feel free. If you want to get more of these behind the scenes looks at GIJoe and other cartoon series, extended content, uncut cartoon reactions, and just more silly shenanigans, I'd encourage you to go over to the XennialLens Patreon channel. The link for that is down below, and it's a lot of fun over there. I do want to thank our patrons, of course, because they help keep the lights on here. So a big shout out to Marissa, Kanan, Corey, Negev, Alec, Callum. I think that's everyone. Thank you all for being patrons and helping support this channel as it continues to grow. So let's start briefly with an overview. As many of you may know, GIJoe is kind of the height of gross commercialism. In the 80s, they made a lot of television shows that were really just designed to sell toys. And there were some people out there, not me as a child, I loved it, but there were some people out there who felt that perhaps we shouldn't be sort of like fire hose blasting advertising at children at all times. Hence the birth of the PSAs. These PSAs were little vignettes, usually about a minute long, that featured GIJoe characters, and they would come on to teach a valuable, everyday kind of life lesson, like don't jump your bike over, live power lines, consider picking an apple instead of a candy bar, and don't rifle through your mom's medicine cabinet. Over the course of the 2 seasons of the GIJoe Sunbow series, a total of 35 of these PSAs were produced, and they always ended in the same way. So after Blowtorch would show up and remind kids, hey, don't start a house fire, the kids would invariably say, now we know. And then the Joe would reply, and knowing is half the battle.
Your advice really hit home. Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
GIJoe! So it's teaching a valuable life lesson, don't start fires in your house. But also, it's kind of like more advertising still too. But let's take a step back here. Why did this happen? So in the early 80s, Ronald Reagan became the president of the United States, 81. And Reagan, who, as a reminder, had been a film actor. He was like a mid-tier film actor, I think, I've seen a few of his films. They're not particularly exciting. He played a cowboy here and there, but he became the president, and he, all famous, free market capitalism, trickle down economics. Maybe we don't get into Reagan's politics, but let's just say that he was a strong believer in First Amendment rights. So he directed the FCC to lessen their regulations around advertising to kids. So by 1984, most of the regulations were gone. So these regulations that were relaxed really centered around the cap around commercial time that was allowed to be on children's programming, and more importantly, officially had restricted toy-based children's programming. So these rules, I think they were guidelines really, were relaxed by the FCC, and the understanding was that the companies could now go sort of rampant on this. And they did. So properties like GIJoe and Gem and Care Bears and He-Man and all of these big properties started doing a lot more advertising, started producing a lot more toys, and the amazing birth of 80s commercialism was born. That said, not everyone was happy with it. There were parents groups, there were media watchdogs that sort of spoke out and said, hey, this, especially in parallel with the sort of increasingly aggressively violent nature of some of this children's programming, maybe we shouldn't be putting all these ads in front of kids. We don't really know what the effect of this will be. And so in line with appeasing these parents groups, these media sort of watchdogs, many of the creators of shows like GIJoe came out and said, well, we'll add some educational content to ensure we're sort of helping teach kids a valuable lesson as we go. But rather than integrate it naturally into the storylines, they would often have a pointed, just a separate but equal segment tacked on to the end of their show. So lots of shows did this. Gem did this, He-Man did this, and GIJoe. Very, very famously, I think probably most famously, GIJoe did it with their Knowing is Half the Battle PSAs. When GIJoe produced these, they went to, and I wrote this down here, the Harvard School of Education, and they found human development Dr. Robert Selman, who helped them come up with multiple educational shorts for this series. And the segments help kids learn that knowing is half the battle, and characters giving children good life advice. These segments were then reviewed and approved by the National Child Safety Council. So it's fine, right? I did come across an article by an author named Tim Finn, who wrote a book called A Real American Book, who sort of postulated that the PSAs exist in some sort of a odd parallel world. I don't know if this is actually, but it is interesting that in the universe of the PSAs, the Joes are in suburbia and available for sort of everyday real life sort of consultations. They're not a top secret military organization, and kids across the country are familiar with all of their names, and just not weirded out by all of a sudden one of them showing up in their living room while they're about to take their mom's Valium or whatever. Okay, so I think that wraps up about everything I wanted to say about the PSAs before we jump into them. Let's have a look at these PSAs. I think I've probably seen most of them. My favorites are the jumping the power line, probably. There's a few of them that really stand out. Of course, pork chop sandwiches. We'll get there. To note, although along with this channel, I've only, in my rewatch of GIJoe, I'm only halfway through season 1. This will be a mix of the PSAs from season 1 and season 2. So some characters who are not yet in the show as I've been watching along with, but of course, you know, it's GIJoe. We should all know these characters. Like Leatherneck, I think hosts one of them. Hawk is in one of them. There's a few, like maybe Beachhead. You know, there's a few characters who are like season 2 characters who may be in some of these PSAs. I don't know which ones are season 1 and season 2. They're just all mixed up, but we're going to watch them all, okay? So let's sit back and let's watch these PSAs, and I think we're going to have a good time with them. Okay, everyone, we are just about to start watching these PSAs, and as a reminder, these are the real PSAs. I know that at this point, possibly the parody PSAs have become eclipsed the originals in terms of popularity, but these are the real PSAs, so we're going to watch them and I don't know, comment on them as we go. I think it's about 15 minutes worth of content, so let's do it.
Stay close, Tony, so you don't get lost.
Yeah, don't get lost.
Look at that. I can do that. Hey, Mike! Where are you? Mike!
Hey, kid, take it easy.
But I lost my brother and...
Stay calm. Think. Where did you see him last?
Alpine.
Go back there.
Yeah, exactly.
If he doesn't come back, ask a policeman for help.
Hey, it's Alpine and my scared brother.
It's not scary being lost if you don't lose your head. Now I know.
And knowing is half the
And
battle.
knowing is half the battle. Okay, so I think that is the original first one that they made. I think, or the first one that aired, certainly. But classic, right? And there you get a sense of like, here's how the flow goes. I mean, this is just for the benefit of people who maybe haven't seen these before. They're just these quick little snippet vignettes of like, here's a problem. A GIJoe character shows up who's like always friendly and the kids always know them and it's okay. And gives them some good life advice. And then the problem is resolved very quickly. Doesn't that one remind you, or to me, it reminds me of the little girl going down to the corner. This is the Sesame Street sketch, you know, a container of milk, and a stick of butter. And then she's got to remember all the things, like where her, I don't know, something about that Sesame Street sketch, like reminds me of this sketch. I'm not sure why. I don't know. Anyway, Alpine's a good dude. Back in the day, we used to do things like, at least he's with his older brother, but like honestly, like a little kid might be sent into a fair on his own at any given time. Like that could definitely happen for real in the 80s. I certainly was out and about doing God knows what as a child out in the streets of Toronto. So I don't know. I mean, it's just a different time, right? Different time. Okay, let's keep it going, and I will not be stopping and, taking long breaks the whole time. A few of these, if they're interesting, we should mention.
Strike three!
Oh, kid.
How can you miss that? I quit.
You don't see the real problem.
Ripcord.
Having your eyes tested may clear things up.
Yep. I mean, honestly.
Great green.
Don't avoid a problem, meet it.
And beat it. Now I know.
And
Head
knowing
on.
is half the battle.
I would just say, how did Ripcord know that he wasn't just terrible at baseball? I don't know.
See ya.
Oh, that's super sketchy. What are you doing?
Help me! Somebody help me! Torpedo!
Keep cool! Use your head, don't lose it! Open and close your legs like a scissor. Keep up a steady rhythm. Now cup your hands downward and move them in a figure 8 motion.
I'm treading water.
Hey, buddy.
Never play around water alone.
Now I know.
Oh, guest
Knowing
appearance
is
by
half the
Duke?
battle.
They didn't show his face, though. Could have been anyone.
It's getting dark. Slow down. It's hard to see. Look out.
Guys, your bikes don't even have lights on them.
You boys okay?
Dusty, we didn't see ya.
And I couldn't see you. No wonder
Guys.
you don't have reflectors. They tell drivers where you are.
I see what you mean.
Remember, if you have to ride when it's getting dark,
Guys.
have the right equipment.
And wear bright clothes. Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle. I like that he makes no mention at all about the fact that they're not wearing helmets. Different time, people. It's a different time. Football. Hey, nice catch there, pal.
You okay?
My nose is bleeding. Put your head back.
That's the wrong play.
It is the wrong play.
Pinch your nose closed and lean forward. If it doesn't stop in 5 minutes, we'll pack your nose with gauze and pinch it closed for 10 more minutes. If it's still bleeding, then see a doctor.
The bleeding stopped. Now we know how
Wow.
to stop the nosebleed.
And knowing is half the battle.
Thanks, Footloose. Can I just say, okay, Footloose, I love him because he's like right out of like every Vietnam film. But also, I think that is still the correct advice on nosebleeds. But when I was a kid, there definitely was the older version of the advice is tilt your head back and, you know, pinch your nose maybe, but tilt your head back. But that's a terrible advice because the blood drains down from your nose into your mouth. You're invariably going to swallow it. And then you end up with blood in your stomach and it agitates. It doesn't react well with your stomach acids. And it causes, especially if you're a kid, like it can cause kids to throw up. And, you know, a kid who's got a nosebleed is one thing. A kid who's throwing up is like another thing, you know? Anyway. Good advice, Footloose. Good advice.
Are you gonna wear that sissy thing?
It's called a life jacket.
That
I
sissy
don't need
thing?
one.
Prepare to come about.
Yo. Hit on the head? Thank God he wasn't knocked out, eh?
Gotcha!
Deep Six, you're a lifesaver.
And a life jacket's good protection.
Yeah, like seatbelts in a car. Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
What's crazy about this, though? What's crazy about it is that, like, most of these things are just, like, commonplace now, right? Like, kids don't get on boats without life jackets now. It's like one of those things, I guess it's like, you know, it's like the generation before me with seatbelts, right? I always wore a seatbelt. I think I always had a car seat even, you know, but it wasn't too far before me. I think even my wife, who's just a few years older than me, she said that she didn't have seatbelts in her car when she was a little kid. You know, things have like pretty rapidly changed over the course of you know, just a few years, really. Yeah, don't play near train tracks, please, kids. Let's beat the train.
Come on, hurry! We can make it! Hey, stop! It's too late to cross!
Hold up!
Hawk?
That's a dangerous game you two were playing. Listen to your friend Chris. Those gates are provided as a warning to let you know that it's not safe to cross.
We could have been hurt. Now we know.
You could have been hurt.
And knowing is half
Guys,
the battle.
guys. Just so you know, if you're hit by a train, it's more than hurt. Hi, Hawk. Nice to see Hawk here. So that this is obviously from season 2 because Hawk was not in the show in season 1. But no one's weirded out by the fact that Hawk knows Chris's name. Like, they're buddies. It's okay. Was this the dog one? I remember this one.
Hi, doggy. Nice doggy.
No.
Boy, come on. Hi, fella. Hey!
He's a junkyard dog.
Mutt!
Walk away slowly.
He tried to bite me.
Never try to pet an animal you don't know. He may be lost, sick, or scared.
You mean he might be dangerous?
That's right. If we don't know, we leave him alone.
And we don't get bit. Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Question: where is Junkyard in this scenario? It would. I mean, Mutt being there obviously makes sense because he's like the dog guy. But like, we could have had Junkyard be there as well to like help out, right? You would think. But okay, I get that. That's good. I think that back in the 80s, were there more like stray dogs than cats? You know, it's a common like element in a lot of like kids shows from back in the day. But I don't think that you really see so many stray dogs and cats nowadays. It really feels like kind of like old-fashioned, maybe. I think people take more care of their animals now. Oh, ba-bam.
I'll never learn to ski.
Especially if you quit trying.
Scarlet!
You'll never win if you give in.
But I just
You'll
can't
never
do
win
it.
if you
Can
give in.
Ride a bike?
Well, sure I can.
But could you at first?
No, I had to practice for weeks.
She's wearing a life jacket.
Hang of it.
That's because you hung in there.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Scarlet in a bikini.
We shouldn't be in here. Let's go. Okay, follow me. What's the matter, you chicken? I Okay, chicken, I'm leaving you here.
Use your head, Sally.
Don't be
There's
mean
nothing
like that.
chicken about being smart.
Isn't that
If
your
you
sister?
stop and think, there's
You gotta watch out for her.
always a better way.
I use this plank. That's using your head instead of losing it. Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Thanks, Lady J. Just so everyone is aware, kids did play in empty construction yards. That's a thing. I've done it personally. I'm trying to think of what was it? It was the opening. I was watching old Sesame Street episode recently, and it was just kids running around in a construction yard, like, you know. It's like there's so many stacked upon problems and problematic sort of issues with this that at least in these scenarios, GIJoe is just picking one thing to focus on. It's like get some reflectors on your bike rather than like the whole problems of like the helmet or like do your parents know where you are riding out here alone, or you know, all of those things around bike safety. Here it's, you know, don't do anything that's too dangerous if you know that it's dangerous, I guess. Use your head, right? Rather than maybe you shouldn't be playing in a construction yard. They're picking one thing and they're doing that one thing well. So I appreciate that.
Johnny, catch! Oh no! Let's tell Mom it was Billy's mistake.
You're making the
Oh,
mistake.
what a dick
Anyone
move.
can have an accident, but lying makes it worse.
But Mom will be upset.
She'll be even more upset if you lie. And how would you feel if Billy got punished? Face up to what you've done.
Yeah, no
Don't
doubt.
take the
Billy's
easy
definitely
way
going to get
out.
punished.
We'll tell her we did it.
Remember, it's better to tell the truth.
And that's no lie. Now we know.
And
That girl
knowing is half the battle.
is like super sneaky. You can tell because of that dumb hat she was wearing. Hey, it's the same kid from the first one who got lost at the carnival, right? It's definitely the same kid.
Had an accident. I'll take you to her. Uh-oh.
He's got the trench coat and like the pedo glasses. Come on, guy.
Who was that?
Some stranger. He said Donnie's mom was hurt. I didn't know if I should go with him.
Well, just don't do what a stranger says. Check it out with an adult you know. Remember, a stranger
Can mean danger. Now I
Stranger
know.
danger.
knowing is half the battle.
Did you notice that Wild Bill was wearing a helmet, not his trademark cowboy hat? That's a very responsible Wild Bill.
Turkey, now we might lose.
Hold on there.
Flint!
Yeah.
Yelling at Billy help?
Not really.
Look, if you want to play your best, you got to play like a team.
Yeah, work together, guys. Teamwork makes the dream work.
The next time you get angry over a bad play, remember you need teamwork to win, not arguments.
Now we know.
Where's the coach? Where's the coach in this scenario? Alright, whatever. Hey, it's the same kid again. He's always making poor choices, isn't he?
Man, I'm not a scaredy cat.
No, but you could be a dead cat.
Keep six.
Quick, swim to shore. At even the hint of a thunderstorm, get right out of the water.
Thanks, your advice is
Electrifying. I knew he was gonna say
If this
that.
happens again, you'll know what to do.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Good advice. Good advice.
Boy, what a great campsite.
Yeah, here's more wood for the fire. No, my clothes are on fire. Run for the stream.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Here, let me wrap this around you. You okay?
Lucky thing you were around, Spirit.
Lucky thing you didn't run. Remember, running only makes the fire worse. If your clothes catch fire, wrap yourself in a rug or blanket.
And roll on the ground to smother the flames. Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Thanks, Spirit. That's good advice. Stop, drop, and roll, guys. Stop, drop, and roll.
I'm running away from home. My parents are mean. Where'll you go? I'm not sure, but I'll show them.
That's right. You'll show them how mean you can
Shipwreck?
Shipwreck.
be. Isn't it better to try to solve problems instead of running away from them?
I could try talking to my parents again.
Yeah, tell them how you feel. And remember, running away.
Leads nowhere. Now I know. And knowing is half the battle.
Wait, they said and knowing is half the battle. That's weird. Why didn't Shipwreck do it? Or maybe Polly could have done it. That's so strange that they said it, right? You know one thing I love about Shipwreck? He's so cool and casual. He shows up. He's not even wearing his like regular outfit. He's just wearing like a pea coat or something. So freaking cool, that guy. That was weird though, right? That he didn't say knowing is half the battle.
My stomach hurts. Oh, I'll give you some of Dad's medicine. It's real.
What are you doing?
That. It's a prescription for danger.
Doc.
Hey, Doc.
Never take medicine without a grown-up present. You could do more harm than good.
What should we do?
If you can, wait for your parents. Or if it's serious, ask a neighbor for help.
Hey, Mom's home.
Now you'll get help.
Hey,
What to do next
Mom's home.
And knowing is half the battle.
I like that some of these, at least some of them, are like, they have the appropriate person to talk about it. You know, Deep Six and Torpedo show up to talk about the water safety stuff. Doc shows up here to talk about like the use of medicine. I don't know. Flint shows up to talk about, you know, teamwork and like high-minded ideals or whatever. Question, where's Duke? Duke hasn't hosted any of these, has he? Hawk showed up about the railroad safety. Is that because that's such an important one? Because if you mess that one up, you're like dead? It's interesting though. I wonder if they like considered that like, okay, these are the ones that are like critical to like survival. Maybe we should make sure that our like best and brightest are on these ones. Where's Shipwreck again?
This is gonna be.
Oh, that seems like a problematic situation.
I don't feel so good.
Hey, Ezra, don't you know you're not
Dial
supposed to
tone?
use spray paints without lots of fresh air?
Dial tone.
All paints, and especially spray paints, have poisonous gases in them. If you breathe too much, you can get very sick.
We didn't know.
Always read the label carefully and check for warnings before you start any
There's a
job.
big poison
Wouldn't
symbol
hurt
on
to
it,
wear these
guys.
masks either. Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
All right, so that's Dial Tones. This is another season 2 one, right? I don't think he shows up till season 2.
Hey, I was safe. Ow. Let's get
Oh, this is where you need an umpire.
Cutter. They started it. We did not.
Well, fighting won't stop it. When people disagree, sometimes they need someone who's not involved to settle things.
Johnny could ump. He's not rooting for either team.
Good thinking. Instead of fighting
Hey,
when
Johnny.
you disagree, look for a better way.
Now we know.
Wait.
And knowing is half the battle.
Did you just put Johnny in a pretty awkward situation there? Like, now he's got to make a decision that's going to piss off one of the teams or another. All right, still Cutter. That was good. That was a good choice.
Sunscreen. It blocks the sun's harmful rays. Want some? Nope. I'm gonna stay out all day and get a great tan.
You are
Look
not.
at your back. It's as red as a lobster.
Oh, snap. They didn't solve the problem. They let her get a sunburn.
Feels so good.
Hey, Stella, your friend's been out in the sun without
Leatherneck.
protection.
Hey, buddy.
Leatherneck.
Next time, use the sunscreen. Wear a hat and a shirt and look for some shade when it's really sunny. A bad sunburn could make you sick and even put you in the hospital.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, but she already got a sunburn. She's going to have a leather neck herself. Sorry, that was terrible. He didn't, like, solve the problem before it happened. That's kind of a weird one, right? I don't know.
Hey, great treehouse. I built it in 2 days, and I didn't even follow any plans. Why waste time?
Dude.
Hold on!
Quick kick.
Gotcha!
Quick kick. I guess I was in too big of a hurry.
Remember, anything worth doing is worth planning. If you don't plan,
You're out on a limb. Now I know.
and knowing is half the battle.
So true. So
Is your
true.
mom there?
No. I
Hey,
don't
it's this
know.
dumb kid again. He's the worst. He's the one who almost got in the car with the stranger.
You won a prize. What's your address?
42 Oak Street.
Hey, Roblox, some stranger's bringing me a prize.
A stranger, huh? All he wanted to bring you was trouble.
Roblox
Remember,
is the best.
Never tell anyone you're home alone, and never give anyone your address.
I'll say Mom can't come to the phone.
Smart thinking.
Yo.
And knowing is half the battle.
I totally forgot, but let me tell you guys real quick, real quick story. That happened to me. Someone called me. They said they were from, I was, I don't know, 7 or something maybe. Someone called. They said they were from a radio station, and they asked me the skill testing question, what's the fastest animal on Earth? And I, of course, knew that it was the cheetah. And then they said that I'd won the prize. And I literally remembered this, and I said, oh, my mom can't come to the phone, and I won't tell you my address. And eventually I just hung up on them because they kept like trying to insist. And I was like, no, No. I saw GIJoe. I know. Like literally, that happened to me. I don't know if it was like, I don't know. They were pretty insistent that it was like for real, but like that seems weird, you know? I don't know. Maybe back in the 80s that was a thing, but it doesn't sound very legit. Also, I don't know if an 7 or 8 year old would be allowed to win a prize like that on the radio, would they? I don't know. Anyway, let's keep it going. Joe and Mike?
Bob, want to paint your name?
No thanks.
Yeah, graffiti? Come on.
Now, or we'll tell everybody.
I just don't feel right about it.
Right on.
Yeah.
It's hard not to follow the crowd, but sometimes that path is just a dead end.
I knew I was right.
Yeah, I'm with you. Me too.
Remember, listen to yourself.
Because I know what's best for me.
And knowing is half the...
So, half the battle. So, yeah. So, like, that's a weird phrase. Let's get out of here. So, like, 3 of the 4 kids ended up agreeing that, like, graffitiing that statue was like a bad thing. Flint did not make any issue with them graffitiing. All he cared about was that little Joey or whatever followed his heart and did the right thing. Like, no worries about the people like putting graffiti on this like public statue. That's fine. That's what I said. One thing. That's all they focus on. One thing. Oh, it's the power line one.
Storm knocked down that big wire.
Hey, let's jump on bikes over it.
Is it the dumb kid again? Why do they keep showing this dumb kid? He keeps doing dumb things.
You better leave that power line right where it is. There's enough electricity there to fry an elephant.
We didn't think it was dangerous.
You
don't think anything, dumb kid.
Never play around electrical wires or you could be playing with fire.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Do you think that kid shows up in any episodes? He's in a lot of these ones, right?
You're breaking my heart.
You're breaking my heart here. These kids.
Hold it! Don't go on the ice. You'll only add more weight.
Good job.
Find something that'll reach.
This branch ought to work.
Remember, frozen ponds and rivers may not be totally frozen.
We could be skating on thin ice.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
I gotta tell you, as a kid who grew up in Canada, this is a lesson that we all know pretty
Look at
well.
all the people. Billy, what's the matter? Billy!
My friend passed out.
Help me get him up.
Never lift the head of a person who's fainted.
Who's this? Airtight?
Keep him flat and raise his legs. Now loosen his clothes and use a wet cloth.
I didn't recognize him without.
Out. Remember, if someone faints,
never lift their head.
You got it.
Now we know.
And knowing's half the battle.
I didn't recognize him without all his gear. That was interesting that there was all those people there, and there was even like a security guard who handed him the wet towel or whatever it was. Why did he faint? Like, what's going on? maybe he was just like low blood sugar or something, but like, we're not going to explore that further.
Stay with me.
Oh snap, that's pretty gnarly. These kids are getting radical.
All right. Hi guys, can I skate with you?
You're a girl.
Just a girl.
No kidding.
Go!
Let her try. You might be surprised.
Okay, but thanks.
Wow, she can shred.
Don't judge people till you give them a chance.
Because there's a chance you could be wrong.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Wouldn't boys want to hang out with some cool skater girl? Come on.
Hey, watch this.
Public fire alarm.
Why not? It'll be fun.
That kind of fun can cost a life.
Barbecue.
False alarms are no joke. They keep firefighters away from the real action. And in this business, a few seconds can be the difference between life and death. Remember, a firefighter's job is to fight fires.
Not answer false alarms. Now I know.
And knowing is half the
battle. Do you guys ever see those out there in the real world? The like the pole with a fire alarm on it? I've never seen them in Toronto, where I grew up, but when I lived in San Francisco, they're all over the place. I think it's also, they may still be in a lot of cities, but like kind of hidden away a bit. It's like most cities that I'm aware of have air raid sirens, even if they're rarely, if ever, used, right? Like I know Toronto has air raid sirens. I've heard them. They do testing on them once every like 10 years or something like that. But yeah, in San Francisco, probably because the whole city burned down famously, 100 years ago, they have these they have fire alarms kind of all over the place. And I think on the West Coast, a lot more buildings were made with wood and were just more flammable. Most building materials now, I don't think are anywhere near as flammable as they used to be. Like, I don't think buildings catch on fire anything like they used to back in the day. Although now when they do catch on fire, it can be substantially worse because there's a lot of plastics and chemicals in the building materials. There's a lot less just untreated wood sitting out there in the world nowadays. So less significant now, although still a good message to not pull the fire alarm for without reason,
Hey, where's John?
What's all the excitement?
Wakanda. We can't find John. He was heading that way.
Oh no! The refrigerator! Damn.
Thanks, Wakanda.
Remember, never get in anything that could close up and trap
Yo.
Like an old trunk or an abandoned refrigerator. Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Guys, do you guys remember the very special episode of Punky Brewster where was it her or was it her friend who got trapped in the refrigerator? Oh my god, terrifying. Refrigerators are not allowed now to be able to be you could always open a refrigerator from the inside now. But different time, different world, That's terrifying, honestly. It would be so scary to be stuck inside a refrigerator that was locked. I would not like that at all.
Nice bike. Maybe we could borrow it? No, that's stealing.
Yo, that is
We'll
stealing.
make it later.
Shipwreck?
Uh-oh. Looks like you're asking for trouble now.
Shipwreck.
How would you like it if someone took your bike?
I wouldn't.
And if you get caught?
I'd definitely end up in trouble.
Remember, taking something that isn't yours just isn't right.
Shipwreck got his shirt open down to his
Knowing
belt.
is half the battle.
Does he always have his shirt open down to his belt? Oh well.
Mom, know you're cooking?
Oh, here we go, guys. It's the same dumb kid again.
Call the fire department.
Not from in there.
Walter!
If there's a real fire in your house, your first job is to escape immediately.
But wait, let's have this quick conversation first before you leave.
Department from outside the house.
From a neighbor's phone.
You got it. You're both safe.
And we can all have pork chop sandwiches together.
And knowing is half the battle.
GIJoe. Thanks, buddy. That of course is the classic one that famously introduced us to the pork chop sandwiches. We'll get there. We'll get there. Just a second. Okay, we're almost done, I think. Yeah.
Oh no! My kitten's lost.
I'll help you find her.
We don't have time to waste.
Blind does not mean you cannot see how to solve problems. Let's all look.
No luck. Can't find her. You found Happy.
I heard her meowing.
Mark has learned to use his other senses better. Remember, having a handicap.
Just like Daredevil.
You're helpless. Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, that little girl was kind of being a jerk. I gotta be honest.
Way to go! Follow me. Nice bike.
Thanks, want a ride?
Sure, got a helmet?
A helmet? What are you, some kind of wimp?
No, I just...
Jonathan's just using common
Exactly.
sense.
Beachhead. Cross country.
That was a close
Beachhead
call.
and
You're
cross
right.
country.
Yeah, thanks.
These ATVs have as much power as a real motorcycle. You gotta respect them.
And wear helmets for protection.
Now we know.
I mean, they have helmets. Why were they like calling him a whatever they were, a sissy or something? People are always calling people sissies back in the 80s, I guess. I don't know. It's a very tame, I guess. Kind of an insult. But they had helmets. Should kids be allowed to ride like ATVs or whatever those were, the four-wheelers, I don't know. I don't think those were four-wheelers. Were they three-wheelers? They were definitely some sort of off-road thing. I think that used to be also much more common than it is now. Or maybe it's just a rural versus sort of a city thing. I grew up in a city, so I'm not really familiar. I think that, young kids, a lot of kids had like dirt bikes and things like that out in the country, right?
Look! Smoke! Let's get out of here! Ow!
Don't go out that door.
It's barbecue!
You might let in poisonous gases. Stuff something under the door. And stay low. That way you avoid the heat and gases that rise upward.
Smart.
Remember, if a fire breaks out in your home, always test the door first. If it's hot, find another exit or yell for help.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
It's good that barbecue and was it blowtorch have both done all of the actual fire safety ones too. Again, it's like Deep Six doing the water safety one, you know.
Boy, am I hungry.
Oh, I remember this one.
Maybe I'll get an apple. An apple? Let's buy some candy.
Yeah, don't be a sissy getting an apple.
Fellas.
Lifeline.
Hey, Lifeline.
Listen to your friend Terrell. He's got the right idea.
Yeah, you never catch an NBA player eating a candy bar for a game.
A candy bar might give you a quick boost of energy, but after 20 minutes, you'll feel run down. So let's eat smart.
Now we
You guys didn't pay for those.
And knowing is half the battle.
Lifeline, you're the worst. I mean, he's not Crazy Legs, but like he's not great. All right, guys, that's it for the G.I. Joe official PSAs. Let me get myself reset, and then we will discuss the infamous parody videos. Stand by. So, how do you create a meme before the widespread proliferation of video sharing websites and in the early days of the internet? Well, it did happen. Things did get passed around. Sort of viral stories did get shared across schoolyards, and fun kind of proto memes did evolve and did emerge, but they were distributed differently, and it had to be of a pretty high level of quality before it got around. But these things did happen, you know, like hardware wars did exist in the, whenever that was, the 80s that came out, I think, before the internet. Maybe that was the 90s, I don't know. But these things did get passed around at comic conventions and showings, rumblings through the art world as sort of alternative culture started to bleed into mainstream, and then that in turn started to make its way onto this early versions of the internet. We were blessed in 2003 when a young filmmaker, Eric Fensler, put together what would become the infamous now, I suppose, G.I. Joe PSA parodies. So I read an article that quoted an interview. The actual interview, I think, is gone off the internet at this point. But in this article, they did an interview with Eric about these because he went out, picked up one day while he was on his lunch break, a copy of the G.I. Joe movie on DVD when it first came out. And on that DVD, he said that there were 25 of the original PSAs. And as I was mentioning earlier, I have this season 1, part 1 DVD set. And this is probably around the same time that the movie DVD came out. I'm sure I have that movie DVD somewhere. This has 24 of the original PSAs on it. So he took those, ripped them onto his computer, and he just started mucking about with them. Then him and his friends did voices. Some of them they scripted, some of them they just ad-libbed. They took those minute-long PSAs and they made silly, irreverent, sort of comic or just weird videos out of them by redubbing them, cutting them down, and then just made some weird, funny, strange little videos. And then one of his friends, who had helped him with some of the production work, helped get those first to be shown at an art gallery in Chicago, and then started putting them onto VHS tapes that could be distributed, presumably to the people who had seen this like art installment of G.I. Joe parody videos. This is the early 2000s, you know. This is pre-YouTube. Ultimately, these 25 original parody PSAs were uploaded to the internet and went on to places like eBaum's World and Heavy.com. This is before YouTube. So video sharing was freaking crazy, weird, Wild West back in the day. I certainly was interested in it, and I paid attention to it. I can't remember the first time I saw some of these PSAs, but boy, they made a real impression on me, and I assume many of my age who fondly remember the originals. And yeah, they kind of became this sort of cult thing. In 2004, Hasbro and their legal team sent official cease and desists, and they were pulled down, of course, because E-Bombs World and Fensler Films, which was his website, they didn't want to get sued. But then as YouTube came around in 2006, all of the people who had watched them originally in 2003, 2004, and had ripped them to their own personal pages, because that was just something you could do back then. There was no, protections against doing things like that back in the day. YouTube just started getting flooded with re-uploads of these PSAs from all over the place. And like pee in a swimming pool, you can't stop anything nowadays, certainly, once it has been on the internet. There are a few things from the early days of the internet that are considered like lost now, but this thankfully is not one of them. So Eric created these 25 PSAs. They lived on in infamy over the years since then. More people have tried to do certain kinds of PSAs, but they are, could never recapture the kind of magic in a bottle that this original group of comedy, comedy parodies elicited. Real sort of fan support. And I think Hasbro ultimately sort of decided what are we doing? Why are we trying to stop this? This is it's just fun. It's just fandom, people expressing themselves. And then ultimately they even have leaned into it themselves and done some sort of semi-official sort of tie-ins to them. So these PSAs are strange. They're weird. Some of them are funny. Some of them are just odd. Usually they're a little bit cut down, but they're all totally interesting to watch. Probably one thing we should say is that this filmmaker who created these, Eric Fensler, I think he is working in advertising now. Sounds like he's doing well for himself, so that's good. I know he had done some work with Tim and Eric on some of their stuff, and he's living his life. So that's a good thing. I call these the pork chop sandwiches. That's probably the most infamous of these, but there's also Computah. There's also, I don't know, there's a bunch of weird ones. You'll see them and you'll be like, oh yeah, that one. Oh, that one, Secret Galaxy did a pretty decent video, as they always do, of course, on the history of the PSAs. And I will link a bunch of the resources where I got information on both the official PSAs and, of course, information on these parodies down below in the description. So please feel free to go and check out the sources and additional readings. There's some really interesting sort of background on these as well. So without further ado, let's jump in and watch these PSA parodies. Okay, everyone, it is time to watch the PSA parodies from 2003. If you haven't seen these, you're in for it. Let's just check it out.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, I want to check this out. Cool.
Kid.
Hey, can I try that? Hey,
oh, you lost your family.
Hey, you're not my friend.
Yep.
I'm just kidding with you.
Hey man, who's that weird dude you're talking to, bro?
My friends are here. Oh, cool. So, see you later.
GIJoe.
Nice. Oh. Tackle him.
I want someone to take me to the hospital.
You sure about that?
Just pinch your nose.
Nice catch, Blanco Nino. Too bad your ass got sagged.
Sagged. Hey, Blanco Nino. What was that? That's so funny. So weird.
Oh, man, check out that thing, man.
What do you want to do with it?
Let's launch over it.
Who wants a body massage?
Who wants a body massage?
What did he just say to us?
Body massage? Body massage? Was he singing?
Massage machine. Go.
What the hell?
Body massage.
Body massage. Come on. That's great. That's comedy gold.
Speaking of logs, I'm gonna take the Casby kids down to the river. It's on your sleeve. Get fire on your sleeve.
The noises are what sells it, right? Does this just keep going?
Right. He's up.
I don't know what he's saying.
You didn't take anything out of our tent, did you?
Oh, what dicks? Come on. I mean, he did just show up out of nowhere while they were camping.
That's no fair. You're no. Holy cow! I'm totally going so fast. Oh fuck! Oh my god! I don't know what to do. What do we do?
Hey, what the fuck are you kids doing on my fucking lawn? And don't look at me when I'm fucking talking to you.
So they're swearing.
Get that kid off my eyes, you little wankers.
You little wankers. Right. Come on.
Give him the stick. Don't give him the stick.
Do you know my dad?
Do you know my dad? It's the side little comments that are the funniest sometimes.
What is this? Just look at the door, Johnny. Look.
Oh my god, he's a robot. It's so weird. Oh my god, no! He's murdered him. GIJoe! That's maybe my favorite. It's so weird.
You're not cooking. Yeah, I do.
Pork chop sandwiches. Oh shit! Get the fuck out of here! What are you doing? Go! Get the fuck out of here, you stupid idiot! Fuck, we're all dead! Get the fuck out!
He's so overboard.
God, did that smell good?
Detect it. This is no going, and you tell me do things. I done running.
God, did that smell good? Sorry, it's so dumb. I love it.
Mom, Dad, come here. You gotta see this. This is so cool.
Uh-oh.
GIJoe!
Oh, that's it. That's it. Just she. Oh, that's good.
You're out! Oh, shit! Well, look what we got here. That's right, Billy. I'm back, and I want you.
Oh, no!
I'm not gonna play. Why not that guy? Because I already had him. That's right, kids. I already had him.
I don't think so.
Hey, come here and... Yeah.
Okay, I'll play.
No, don't! What are you doing?
2.
He's a creep. What?
3.
What? Was this a game they're playing? Oh man, I don't know. So creative these things. I don't know, man. I think you're gonna lose.
Okay, you won.
He just keeps on going. Great job, Cutter. You did it. I think we just gotta let this sink in, you know?
GIJoe!
And it just keeps going. That's good too. It's very like soothing in a way.
Billy, you think I can have some more?
Yeah, we should totally hit it again, but I get first dibs on it.
What have they been doing?
Come off, what's me nearly dead with laugh. I watch it people rush the door like a bash a chuck.
Oh my God, is this a dance hall number?
Time for the bus ride. Sunshine there, a time for the bus ride. Sunshine there, a time for the bus ride.
Man.
Fun time there, a time for the bus ride. No!
GIJoe! That was awesome. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, there you go.
There's no retarding team.
Damage to the base is said to be heavy, and the Israeli jets are reported to have made it back to their headquarters.
Oh wow, okay. Thanks for the update there, Flint.
A 49-year-old unidentified man went berserk last night, opening fire with a 12-gauge shotgun in a crowded downtown restaurant.
Why are you telling them this, Flint? That's not good.
Fighting broke out overnight between rival factions along the Israeli-Syrian border. The initial reports claim Israeli jet fighters bombed a guerrilla base.
Great. I don't want to hang out with that guy. He's no good. He was honking a lot. Oh damn! What'd you guys do to him?
Aim over, girl!
What did he say? What was that?
It's just E through your steps. Just flip it, stick it, and see you later. Bye.
I love that sound effect. That was awesome.
You better bring it. What's up,
you better bring it.
Happen to see a pink, I want to say vinyl purse around here somewhere?
Sorry.
Just dying to get my cigarettes.
What are you talking about? Ain't nobody seen
Trying
no...
to get my cigarettes.
What?
I could see Lady J like that. Like, ever see my pink vinyl purse? Why? What is this?
GIJoe!
I don't get that. I don't get that. But I kind of
listen to me, Aaron. You don't blow your money on the comic books, you understand? It'll do you a damn bit of good. And the nude nags, you're going to be inherited mine when you're 16 anyway. Now look, the junk food and the candy just rots your teeth, gives you bad breath, and the girls run like hell. Stay the hell away from buying any rock TV shirts or hip-hop gear or anything like that. Arcade games, pick out one that you can do, okay? One that you can do as opposed to a whole bunch of them you don't know what the hell you're doing. Techno music, this puts a hole in your brain. Are you listening to me? Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Huh?
Oh, hell. Get out of here.
Oh, man. He was trying to give you good life advice.
Oh, I don't want pickles.
What?
I don't want pickles?
Hell?
I just want to ride my boat.
Motorcycle?
Man,
Yeah.
I'm about to put the pressure button with him, man.
I don't want that.
What do you want to do,
Dude, I
man?
have no idea what
I
you're
just
doing.
want to ride my motorcycle. Cool.
Yes. Thanks, Wild Bill. Oh, it's a dog.
Oh, hell no. What's up, dog?
Hell no. What's up, dog?
Hey, kid.
What?
I'm a computer.
I'm a computer.
Stop all the downloading.
What? No.
Help computer.
I don't know much about computers other than the one we got in my house. My mom put a couple games on there and I played.
Oh no, he's a computer. Guys.
You like it. You love it. You need it. Suck this. Huh? I'm out. Okay, I guess I'll go solo on the summit now.
I guess I'll go solo. He's terrifying, right?
Oh my god. Who's that? Are you in the army?
Wait, are you?
I've been in that water. Dead. That's what you call out here. Bye.
All right. That was almost a real life lesson there.
Hey, Kevin!
Is this?
How do we
Oh, this is
play
the
this
fridge one.
game?
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys skipped the class today. We're having fun, aren't we?
I want to play video games.
We had a good conversation. You're the ringleader. We're going to find this and go get everything.
Oh, no.
Sit back in the school. You understand that? We got to sit back in the school. One minute here. You know what I mean?
As we all know, Rakondo should be Australian, right? His uniform is an Australian Army
Brian,
uniform.
you ain't no pimp, dude.
Where's my money?
That's my money.
Man, you just jumped, motherfucker.
Again, Spirit. Just speaking his own language. Oh, look, he got the cat.
This is such a wonderful experience here with Andy.
Such a wonderful experience here with the Indian. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yep. Fire.
Said you won't touch that button, bitch. Check it out.
Oh no! It's the alien! I hope he stops.
Hey guys, you know, it's funny, these people, they go to sleep. They think everything's fine, everything's good. They wake up the next day and they're on fire.
It's so true. It's so true. That's words of wisdom, man.
On your mark, get set, go.
Go.
Hey, what the fuck? No way. Suck my dog, bitch.
I believe I knew your mother, son.
You know my mom?
Would your name happen to be Johnny?
Yeah.
Johnny?
What's it been, 13 years?
What?
Oh my god, is he your dad?
My lord, it's like I'm looking in a mirror. Does your mother still hang out at dockside bars?
Oh no.
Dockside bar?
He's
Johnny,
your father,
do you
kid.
play baseball?
Oh no. Oh man.
See some of the things that I do.
What's she saying?
My turn.
My turn.
Woo!
Good job. You did it. Oh man. Do you have anything to say, Scarlett? Guys, come along.
Shabba da juba, but shabba chibucha.
Oh, random.
Scootity papa da duba 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 da.
I mean, that's comedy, right? That's just comedy. Oh, these kids are so good.
That was rad.
That was rad.
Hey, sup?
Susie, don't forget your sandwiches.
Hey,
I made
sup?
you. Sandwiches. Oh, you boys look so lovely in your little outfits.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Lafitte?
Hey, watch me, Ollie.
Mr.
Oh, I just want to eat you up.
Love the tattoo, Mr. Lafitte.
Look at all your different colored hats.
GIJoe.
I think we all know that GIJoe probably should be super gay, right? Come on. Oh boy.
何時ですか？着物を着替える間だけ待ってください。
Japanese.
こんにちは。どうぞよろしく。坂田さんをご紹介いたします。お元気ですか？変わったことはありませんか？はじめまして。2、3日したら電話をかけてください。ではまた。
Wow. I bet that's real, like legit. Like, I don't know, it's not made up. That's just Japanese.
Your mom's ass last
I'm sorry, what?
You might want to put a bet still.
Snap.
Orange zester for pussies.
At least there's some consistency, right?
Boost it. Hey,
Oh,
aren't you Buzz Lightyear?
Aren't you Buzz Lightyear? Yeah, he does. He does look like Buzz Lightyear a little.
Fucking old school.
Oh, dang. Is he breaking? He's so good. He's so good.
Damn! These beats are so fresh. Snap!
GIJoe!
Wow. Good job, Airtight. Well, that was pretty solid, I would say. I don't know really what you can take away from that. But I had a good time watching them. Those are ridiculous, and you know, there's so many of them. You like, even though I've seen them before, I couldn't remember all of those random bits of nonsense. But I find that pretty darn funny. What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for joining me for this weird and wonderful, strange little look at the other side of G.I. Joe. And I think now we truly know, and knowing is half the battle. So long, everyone. Bye-bye.